Good boy. Okay. For class this week, we're focusing on like eagle arms and like, spinal movement, primarily to get into like the mid to upper back on our thoracic spine. Um, Whenever I offer eagle arms, I always like to remind us that like this full double wrap is just an option. And when we are doing this full double wrap, we want to be really intentional with it, creating space between the shoulders and ears, an upward opposing action of the elbows, and then distance between our hands and face. And at any point, if this is not working for you, you can also do just a single wrap, bringing the backs of your hands together, or you can press your forearms to center. Um, if you choose to do this, which is often used as a modification for eagle arms, just be mindful that you're not pulling your heart close, so still creating space across your collarbones. We are going to be doing some like cat-cow action, um, but we want that to be in intentional moments, and we want to find both the roundedness to open through the upper back and the spaciousness across our hearts. So um, in terms of a heart space intention, uh, we watched this, like, I think it was on YouTube. I don't know. Marcus showed me this video last night, and um, the guy who was talking, like his energy and his passion about what he was talking about was inspiring. At first, when Marcus was like, we're gonna watch this video, I'm like, that sounds boring. And then the way that the information was delivered was super inspiring because the guy who was delivering it was passionate about what he was sharing. And it was just a reminder to be intentional with the information we take in and the people and places we surround ourselves with and move through. And a reminder to bring into your life and surround yourself with things that inspire you. Right? There's so much out there, and a lot of the content that um, is right in our faces, most readily available, isn't always the most uplifting, positive, inspiring, and motivational. And it's not to say we should turn a blind eye to the things that are going on that are challenging, that are difficult, but to also create space for things that bring positivity into our lives, the things that encourage us to um, step forward or to step in a new space or to push the boundaries of our comfort zone or to remember what it is that lights us up. So um, maybe your yoga practice is one of these things that creates a buoyancy in your energy or inspires you off your yoga mat as well. But just thinking about how important it is to have inspiration in our lives. So with that, we're going to start in Shavasana. So go ahead and lie down, get comfortable and cozy, and take a moment to really adjust, especially through your shoulders, so that you feel comfortable and you're also creating some space across the front line. So as you start to settle into the earth, making sure your head, neck, and shoulders are comfortable, maybe drawing your collarbones wide, a little bit of a tuck of your shoulder blades beneath you. And send your arms and your legs out long and let your arms and legs begin to sink down into the support of the earth. Let your hips get nice and heavy. And as you close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. When you're ready, open mouth exhale, release that breath out. Let's take two more just like that. So a deep inhale. Can you press your breath to your back body and your front body? And then open mouth exhale, allow that breath to go. And one more cycle here, a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your breath expanding in all directions. Feel that 360-degree reach of your breath. When you're ready, a clearing, cleansing, open mouth exhale to release. And seal your lips, take a deep breath in through your nose, Ujjayi Pranayam. And this time, keeping your lips sealed through your nose, Ujjayi breath out. Again, just like that, an Ujjayi breath in through your nose. With your nose, a strong, intentional exhale. As you continue with your Ujjayi breath, that oceanic breath in your body, start to find some movement through your fingers, your toes, your ankles, and your wrists. Then eventually, with a big breath in, reach your hands up and overhead to find your full body stretch. And then with an exhale, start to bring both of your knees to your chest. Pull your thighs to your heart space. Take a moment here, maybe circling your knees in each direction. And then as you find stillness at center, when you're moving pose, interlace your hands at the front of your right shin and send your left leg long across the earth. As you lengthen through your left leg, take a deep inhale, pull your right leg towards you. And then exhale to your supine twist, right knee tips to your left. Feel your right shoulder release back towards the earth, creating that big twist through your spine. Just take one breath here. Then from your supine twist, as you roll to your back body, reach your right leg to the sky for a hamstring stretch. And you can decide to keep your left leg extended across the earth. If you want a little bit less intensity at the beginning of your practice, bend your left knee and place your left foot down to the ground like a bridge leg. Maybe point and flex and find a rotation through your right ankle in each direction. Just taking one more inhale. As you exhale, if your left leg is extended, go ahead and bend your left knee, land your left foot to the ground, find that bridge left leg. We're going to eagle stack our right thigh on top. You don't have to cross set your ankles, but right thigh on top of your left, just zip your shins up together. Take your fingertips behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Find a big breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to start to lift your head, your shoulders, and your legs, finding a little crunch up through center. We're going to twist our left elbow towards our right thigh. As you inhale, slowly start to open through center, let your head and shoulders drop back, left foot taps the earth. As we exhale, we're going to lift and twist the opposite direction. So head, shoulders, and legs lift, right elbow towards your left thigh. We'll go twice more in each direction. So inhale, start to lower and open. Without momentum, exhale, lift and twist, turning to your right. Inhale, lower and open. And exhale, lift and twist your torso to the left. One more time each side, using your core to control your open as you inhale. Using your core to lift and crunch you as you exhale. And last one, big breath in to open. Exhale, lift and twist. And then as you release and relax, unwind your legs, knees to chest for your breath in. Send your right leg long as you exhale. When you're moving, pose second side. Pull your left thigh to your body, take an in breath. And use your out breath to find your supine twist. Left knee tips across you. Finding that space across your heart, collarbones nice and wide. Take one big breath in. And one slow, complete exhale here. So you start to roll to the back of your body. Extend your left leg to the ceiling, hamstring stretch. As your hands reach around your left leg to bring it towards you, decide if you'd like to keep your right leg long, or perhaps you bend your right knee and ground your right foot. And take a moment here, maybe checking in with your left ankle. And trying to create some ease through your shoulders, through your jaw, your forehead, and all the muscles through your face. If your right leg is extended, go ahead and bridge your right foot to the earth. Eagle stack your left thigh on top. Then take your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. We'll take a nice big breath in. As we exhale, we're going to lift everything up, twisting towards your left first. So right elbow towards your left thigh. As you inhale, slowly start to open through your center. And then exhale, taking it the opposite direction as you lift and twist, left elbow towards your right thigh. And inhale through your center, we'll take it twice more in each direction. Exhale, lift and twist. And inhale, slow to open. Exhale, slow to rotate the opposite direction. Good, last round, inhale, open. Exhale, right elbow, left thigh. Inhale to open. Final one, exhale, left elbow towards left thigh. Let your head and shoulders release back. Unwind your legs, knees to chest. And start to find a rock and roll forwards and backwards. We're making our way into our tabletop pose when you're ready. So you find your way into your tabletop, stacking up through your joints. For today, have your feet untucked. So toes untucked, tops of your feet pressing into your yoga mat. With an inhale, cow pose. Let your belly fall as you lift your heart and tailbone. And then on your exhale, starting with your tailbone, begin to tuck through your tail, round your spine, big push through your hands. Let your head fall between your biceps. We'll inhale back into cow, belly falls as you lift your heart and tailbone, pull your ribcage forward away from your pelvis. And exhale, press and round into your cat pose, kicking down to the tops of your feet. Good, last cycle here, deep inhale to your cow pose. And then exhale, press and curl into cat. You come to neutral in your spine, your traditional tabletop. Pressing through the tops of your feet, pressing through your hands, take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, maybe you start to hover your knees a couple inches off the ground. As you push through your hands to the tops of your feet, feel your navel pull to your spine. Take one more cycle of breath. Release your knees to the ground. Take a moment to step into your high plank pose. And from your high plank, one big breath in. You'll exhale back into downward facing dog. In your down dog, take a moment to slowly reach one heel towards the earth. And a slow switch to the opposite side.
Taking that one more round, slowly reach one heel towards the earth. And then switch. Eventually take a little walk to the top of your yoga mat, finding your Uttanasana forward fold. Allow your knees to soften, maybe pretty generously for this first round. As you relax your belly to your thighs, really let your head hang heavy to the earth. You might lean a little bit forwards and backwards in your feet, or take your hips a little bit from left to right. Just tuning into your body, noticing how your hamstrings feel. As you lean your energy into the ball mounds of your feet, find a slight upward lift of your tailbone. And then inhale to your halfway lift. Continue to lean forward as you lengthen through the crown of your head and untuck your tailbone towards the sky. With your exhale, forward fold, release, let it go. Bend through your knees and slowly start to roll up to standing. So allow the back of your heart to lead the way. Head and tailbone are heavy. And when you arrive to the top, use a shoulder shrug to open your chest. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Take a big breath in to lift up halfway. On your exhale, find your high plank pose. And in your high plank, take a moment to feel the power of your thighs supporting your hips. And as you push into your hands, can you knit your front ribs up and in? Check in to make sure your head is in line with your spine. As you inhale, find a little shift forward. Knees up or down, exhale to your belly, really slow with control. Crown of your head actively reaches forward as your elbows go straight back. When you arrive to the earth, untuck your toes, draw your legs towards the midline. So you press down to the tops of your feet as you anchor through your toenails. Inhale to your low cobra, draw your chest forward and up. Stay lifted, use your exhale to reach your elbows back into the midline. Take one more big breath in, and then exhale to release. Elbows stay hugged in close. Use your core, your upper body, to press to your child's pose. Stretch your hips back to your heels, finding one cycle of breath. And from your child's pose, take a moment to shift forward and find downward facing dog again. Tuck your toes, press your pelvis to the sky. In your downward facing dog, use an inhale to lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then step or hop to the top to your forward fold. With your inhale, you'll lengthen halfway. Lift your tailbone up as you send the crown of your head forward. And exhale, forward fold, release. Bend through your knees. Take your time to roll up to standing. Back of the heart will lead. Head will be last to lift. You use a shoulder shrug at the top to open through your chest. And then inhale, circle, sweep your arms up to the sky. On your exhale, forward fold. Take your time, hinge at your hips. And then inhale to your halfway lift, find extension. As you exhale, step it back into your high plank pose. With your inhale, slight shift forward. Knees up or down, lower halfway or all the way, chaturanga. With your breath in, find up dog or cobra. Untuck your toes, find that lift through your chest. And exhale to your downward facing dog, hips to the sky. It'll take one more sun A like this. When you're ready, big breath in, heels rise. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top forward fold. Use an inhale to lengthen halfway, feel your core light up. And then exhale to release, dive down. Bend through your knees, start to roll up to standing. Feel the weight of your arms heavy, feel your head heavy along the way. Once you reach the top, your shoulder shrug will open your chest. No rush in this. And then big breath in, circle, sweep your hands up high. Follow your exhale to forward fold, diving down. Inhale to lift up halfway. And then exhale, chaturanga, step back or flow back. Moving through the combination of shapes that feels good in your body. We'll meet in our downward facing dog when you're ready. And when you arrive, go ahead and take a nice big breath in through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. Okay, from your downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in to lift to your tippy toes. As you exhale like a cat spine, you're gonna roll forward into your high plank. So push through your hands, roll it forward, high plank pose. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards your left tricep, twist underneath yourself. Three-legged dog, reach your right leg high with your inhale. And then knee to nose as you exhale. Step your right foot forward between your hands, maybe give it a little boost to help it there. Then bring your left knee towards a hover or all the way to the ground, cow lunge. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, lengthen through both of your legs so your hamstring stretch, your cat lunge. And from here, bend into your right knee. We're going to step forward into a cross-legged forward fold. So left ankle will cross behind your right. Your pinky toes, they don't need to line up. You want to have the four corners of both of your feet grounded. You can soften your knees any amount. Let your head be nice and heavy as you take one cycle of breath. Begin to lean into your right foot. As you bend into your right knee, step your left foot back for a high crescent lunge. Once you've grounded through your left toes, root through your feet, and use your inhale to rise all the way up to your high crescent. Good. With an exhale, we're going to airplane our arms beside us. So hinge at your hips as you lengthen through your torso, sweep your arms back beside you. On a breath in, you can stay here or reach your hands overhead into your reaching crescent. Imagine you're holding a yoga block over the crown of your head. Give this one more big breath in, really lean forward into your right foot. On exhale, hands come down to the ground for this first layer. We're going to step forward into a chair pose. Left foot will meet your right. So you send your hips back and down. Use an inhale to lift through your heart and hands. Good. With your breath out, eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. So again, the eagle arms are an option. Pulling your navel to your spine. With your breath in, lift your elbows just a couple inches up, finding the babiest back bend. As you exhale, you're going to round through your upper back, cat your spine. Draw your elbows in, aim your fingertips to the earth. With your in-breath, you're going to rise all the way to stand with your eagle arms. Lift your elbows to the ceiling. As you breathe out, unravel through goddess arms, elbows go wide. With a big breath in, reach your hands up to the sky. Then exhale, soften your knees, hinge forward to your forward fold. Take a halfway lift with your breath in. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. So you can step back or you can choose to take your chaturanga flow.
Go ahead and take a nice big breath in through your nose. And open mouth exhale to release. Finding second side, inhale, heels rise. As you exhale, push the earth away as you roll forward into your high plank. Front ribs drawing up and in as you shift. In your plank, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, left knee towards your right tricep. Pull your left thigh across your body. Three-legged dog. Your inhale reaches left leg high. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. And then step your left foot forward. For your cow lunge, right knee is going to hover or tap the ground. Pull your heart forward as you open your front right hip. With an exhale, start to lengthen both of your legs for your cat lunge just for a moment. Hamstring stretch. We'll bend into your front knee. Step into your cross-legged forward fold. Right ankle goes behind your left. Again, pinky toes don't need to be in alignment. Bend your knees as much as you want, but root down to the four corners of both of your feet really firmly. Head is heavy, tailbone tall. From here, you're going to start to lean into your left foot. As you bend your left knee, take a big step back with your right foot for your high crescent lunge. As you drive through the earth, inhale to rise all the way up, high crescent. On your exhale, airplane your arms beside you, dive your heart forward. Chest is still proud here. Plug your left thigh bone in as you hug your right hip forward to square. And then maybe reach your hands overhead to your reaching crescent. Long through the nape of your neck. As you reach through your fingertips and lean forward into your left foot a little bit, light through your right tippy toes. And then bring your hands down to your yoga mat. Without momentum, strong through your left foot, chair pose, bring your right foot forward. Once you find your seat, inhale, lift through your heart and your hands. As you exhale, eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right this time. With an inhale, find a little lift of your heart and your elbows. As you exhale, cat through your upper back. Think about tucking and rounding. As you aim your fingertips to the earth. Your next inhale brings you all the way to stand. Lift your eagle elbows up to the sky, back bend. Exhale, goddess your arms open. Big breath in, reaches your hands high. Exhale to forward fold, soften your knees as you hinge forward. Take an inhale to lengthen halfway when you're ready. Exhale, down dog or chaturanga. Stepping back to your down dog or choosing to move through your chaturanga flow. Good. As you find your way up and back to meet in downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in. And open mouth, exhale, release. And we're going to build off this flow that we just created from your downward facing dog, just like we did before. Use an inhale to lift to your tippy toes. As you exhale, push the earth away and round forward to your high plank. Feeling your front body zip up as you shift shoulders over wrists. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale your right knee to your left tricep, twist. We hold for inhale. We're going to stay as we exhale. Three-legged dog, reach your right leg high, big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, pull your thigh in, push the earth away, and step your right foot forward.
Cow lunge, left knee is gonna hover or tap the ground as you take a big breath in. And this time we're gonna go into our standing split. So as you exhale, lean into your right foot and reach your left leg towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat, bend both of your knees. Your left knee is gonna come towards the back of your right calf. As you sink low through your hips, can you stretch your heart forward and look forward for a moment? From your Shiva squat, step your left foot back for your high crescent lunge. Once your left toes are grounded, deep inhale, lift through your heart and your hands. On your exhale, airplane your arms beside you. And then from here, maybe inhale to your reaching crescent, hands go overhead. Now as we exhale, we're gonna lean into our right foot. Take one more moment here. We're gonna start to lean into right foot. Strong through your core, start to bring your hands to your heart. And then Shiva squat, bring your left knee towards the back of your right calf again. Right, from this place of contracted energy, we're gonna press towards an airplane pose. Slowly start to push through your right foot to send length through your limbs. Give your airplane one cycle of breath. And find a little micro bend through your right knee, your standing knee. And use your core to slowly bring your left leg with you all the way to standing. Hands can go to the sky to help you find that transition to your one-legged mountain. Then bring your hands to your heart center. You can choose to stay right here, or finding your eagle legs, begin to bend your right knee and stack your left thigh on top. You don't need to cross at your ankles, but zip up through your shins. You might even take your hands to your hips to help you find square through your lower body. And try to lean your shoulders back over your hips, as if you're leaning against a wall behind you. Good. Take one more cycle of breath here. Maybe getting a little bit deeper in the bend of your right leg. And then when you're ready, you're gonna press your right foot. Rise up to stand, one-legged mountain, left leg comes with you as you reach high. With your out breath, step your left foot to the ground and goddess your arms, elbows wide. Inhale, reach tall, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Find a halfway lift as you breathe in. Mindfully choose chaturanga or downward facing dog as you breathe out. We'll reset in our downward facing dog and find our way through second side. When you're ready, use your inhale to lift your heels up high. Exhale, push the earth away and roll forward to your high plank. Once you find high plank, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, left knee towards your right tricep, twist underneath. It does not need to touch. Hold for your inhale, keep pressing into the earth as you stay for exhale. Three-legged dog, send your left leg high, take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee towards your nose as you shift forward, push the earth away, and step your left foot to the top. Right knee hovers or taps the ground with your breath in, cow lunge. Use your exhale to drive through your left foot, standing splits, right toes reach up high. Take a nice big breath in here. Exhale, Shiva squat, bending through both of your knees. Send your hips back and down into your one-legged squat. Light through your fingertips, huge push through your left foot as you look forward. And step your right foot back, high crescent lunge. Once your feet are hips distance, and inhale to rise all the way up. Using your breath, exhale, airplane arms, tip your chest forward. Inhale, reaching crescent, hands go overhead. As you breathe out, just begin to lean into your left foot, come to right tippy toes. When you're ready, Shiva squat, hands to heart center, staying more uplifted in this variation. Driving through your strong left leg, expand into your airplane pose. Just inch by inch, reach into your length. Take one inhale and one exhale. So you engage your strong core center, bend into your left knee just a little bit. And use the power of your left leg and your core to rise into your one-legged mountain. Take as much time as you need to stand tall with your right leg. Hands will find heart center. As you come back into your Ujjayi breath, you can stay right here, or you'll start to bend into your left knee and find your eagle legs, right thigh stacks on top, zipping up through your shins. And you can always use your hands at your hips to help you find square. And then start to maybe bend a little bit deeper into your standing leg. Shoulders are leaning back to stack over your hips. Can you give it one more round of breath? Again, go slow, find intention along the way. As you inhale to your one-legged mountain, right leg comes with you, reach your hands to the sky. As you exhale, right foot's gonna meet your left. Goddess, your elbows wide. And a big lift through your sternum. And then inhale to reach to the sky. With your exhale, forward fold, dive down to the earth. Big breath in lifts you halfway. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. You decide what you need. We'll meet in down dog, or you can choose child's pose. We're going to take 3 cycles of breath before we take our last bit of standing. If you'd like to grab a sip of water, maybe grab a sip of water at this time. And then we'll move into our final layer. So we're going to take what we've been creating. We're going to add in our eagle arms, yeah? The eagle arms are obviously another layer of balance challenge. So if the challenge portion of our flow has already been kind of like a wobbly situation for you today, feel free to skip the eagle arms until we get to the eagle moment, yeah? And we have the eagle legs set up. Then you might choose to add in the eagle arms. If you're going for extra challenge because you feel pretty steady and stable, you can feel free to add in the eagle arms earlier on when I cue them the first time. But let it be what your body needs. Customize it to you. Yeah? Okay. When we're ready, we're going to meet back in our downward facing dog. As you bend your down dog, take a big breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Inhale, rise your heels to your tippy toes. Exhale, press and roll forward into your high plank. In your plank, take a big breath in. Exhale, right knee towards your left tricep, twist. You're here for inhale. Pushing the earth away as you hold for exhale. 3-legged dog, reach your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, press and curl in, catting your spine, step your right foot forward as you're ready. Left knee lowers, cow lunge as you inhale. On your exhale, lean into your right foot, standing splits left leg to the sky. Big breath in at the top. As you breathe out, your Shiva squat. So first Shiva squat on this side. Bend through your knees, send your hips back and down. If you want more challenge, you could bring your hands to your heart and work to lift your chest away from your right thigh. We're going to step back into our high crescent lunge. So left toes land at the back of your yoga mat. Big push through your feet to reach high with breath in. When you're ready, exhale, airplane your arms beside you. Now this is where we're going to add in our eagle arms if you'd like to add them in this early. If you're going with your eagle arms, it's going to be left arm underneath your right. Shoulders out of ears, elbows moving forward, hands away from your face. Lean into your right foot. Use your core, Shiva squat. Bring your left knee towards the back of your right calf. Begin to push through your right foot, find your airplane legs. Again, this may be with or without your eagle arms. Give your airplane one cycle of breath. Finding that little micro bend through your right knee. Use your core to super slow motion, bring your left leg with you to standing. In your one-legged mountain, again, maybe with or without your eagle arms, take a breath. And then bend into your right knee. Left thigh stacks on top, eagle legs. If you're adding in your eagle arms now, it's left arm underneath your right. You can stay right here. If you'd like a little bit more, inhale, lift your elbows up, find that little bit of a back bend. Exhale, sleeping eagle, use your core to round up and over your thighs. Finding that cat action through your upper spine. From here, we're all going to start to breathe in to rise up. Bring your left leg with you as you stand tall. Exhale, left foot meets your right. Goddess, your arms unravel and unwind. Take a nice big breath in your goddess arms. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind you, right thumb on top of your left. Find your chest expansion, bind, big breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, hinge forward to your forward fold. So you find your forward fold with chest expansion, bind. Head is super heavy. Take a big breath in, try to draw the heels of your hands together. And exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Take your inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog, you decide. You'll notice I'm skipping like every chaturanga to care for my body and what it needs today, so don't feel obligated to take those. We'll meet back in our downward facing dog. And we're going to cruise through second side before we bring it down to the earth. Okay. As you find your downward facing dog, take a big breath in. And a cleansing exhale out. Okay, in your downward facing dog, your inhale will lift your heels high. And last time like this, as you exhale, press and roll it forward to your high plank. Take a big breath in. Left knee towards your right tricep, exhale. As you pull for a breath here, can you pull your heart forward? Your next in-breath is three-legged dog, left leg lifts high. Exhale to bring your knee towards your nose and step your left foot forward. Once you've scooched your left foot to where you want it to be, cow lunge, right knee sinks low, take a breath in. On your exhale, press through left foot, standing splits. Right toes reach high. Inhale your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhale first, Shiva squat on this side. As you bend both your knees and sink your hips low. If you want that added challenge, you can push through your left foot to lift your heart and bring hands to heart center. We're going to send our right toes back to our high crescent stance. As your right toes land where you want them, inhale to your high crescent lunge. Exhale to find your airplane arms. Again, you can keep your airplane arms. If you're choosing to add in your eagle arms now, you're going to eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Can you plug your shoulders in? Slide your elbows forward and move your hands slightly away from your face. Leaning into your left foot, use your core, Shiva squat, right knee towards the left calf. Big push to your left foot, airplane your legs. Think about lengthening from fingertips to right foot as you hold for inhale. On your exhale, find a little micro bend through your left knee. And use your breath to bring you up to standing with your right leg. Take a moment, take a breath. And if you're going to your eagle, bend into your left knee. Right thigh stacks on top. If you haven't added your eagle arms and you would like to, it's going to be right arm underneath your left. You can stay in your traditional eagle. If you'd like to move towards your sleeping eagle, as you inhale, lift your elbows up. As you exhale, use your core to round over your thighs. Embracing the wobbles that show up, leaning into the challenge. Take a moment. We're going to begin to push through our left foot as we bring our arms up towards the sky. Stand up with your right leg, big breath in. Exhale to step your right foot to meet your left. Unwind through goddess arms, big opening through your chest. Pause, you take a breath in. Exhale, hands interlace behind you, left thumb on top of right. Take a moment to inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, soften your knees. Hinge forward to your forward fold. In your forward fold with chest expansion bind, lift the heads of your shoulders away from your ears first, then send your hands overhead. Take one more big breath in, and exhale to release. Take a little halfway lift as you inhale. And then bend your knees and have a seat as you exhale. Okay. Maybe grab another sip of water if you're thirsty. We're going to lower down to the back body from here. So finding the top of your yoga mat. Bend your knees, flex your feet into the earth. Take an inhale to reach up nice and high. Then using your exhale, begin to slowly roll backwards, drawing your front body to your back body as you descend. Once you arrive to your yoga mat, take a full body stretch. Nice big breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your knees to your chest. With your knees at your heart space, just pull your thighs in close for a moment, lengthening through your low back. And we're going to sit up for a bridge pose. So keeping your knees bent, place your feet down to the earth. Feet are about hips distance apart. Heels are stacked beneath your knees. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, press through your feet and lift through your pelvis. Think about the distance between your ears and your shoulders lengthening as you stretch the crown of your head to the wall behind you. As your feet root down, if you'd like to find that chest expansion bind again, you can interlace your hands underneath you, tucking your shoulder blades a little bit closer together. Whatever variation of bridge pose you're in, take 2 more rounds of breath. Feeling the energy through your glutes and your hamstrings. After your second breath, take an extra inhale. Then use the entire length of your exhale to lower it all the way down. Your hips will arrive to the earth. And then you're going to take a figure four. Right ankle will stack on your left thigh. Maybe your left foot stays where it's at. Maybe you bring that whole figure four to your body. You might find a little rock from side to side here. Flex your right ankle. And then from your figure four, we're going to take this into a figure four twist. So you can keep your left foot lifted for when you tip. That's going to make it a little bit more intense. If you don't want it to be more intense, land your left foot first. Yeah. Either way, we're going to take our figure four and tip it to the left side of our yoga mat. Yeah. Your left hand might reach down to grab your right ankle. And then think about flexing your right ankle as you press your right ankle, your right knee, and your right hip energetically forward and away from your heart. By creating this big outer hip stretch. And energetically square your hip bones towards the sky. Think heaviness through your right hip. And take 2 cycles of breath. You slowly bring your legs back to center. Unwind your legs. Take a little windshield wiper moment. Just slowly tick-tocking your knees from side to side. We'll make our way into our figure four second side. Left ankle will stack on your right thigh. As you energize your left ankle and pull your left toes towards your left knee to find that flex through your ankle. Your right foot can stay connected to the earth and maybe bring that whole figure four towards your chest. If movement feels good on your body, you can sway from side to side. Notice where you can soften. Notice where it would serve you to send some breath. It's being inspired by your body. As we make our way into our figure four twist, again, you can have your right foot lifted or you can lower your right foot to the earth first. But we'll take that whole figure four and tip it to the right side of the room. Maybe your right hand catches your left ankle. You might flex your left ankle as you press your left knee forward and away. You can use your left ankle pressing into your right thigh as leverage to deepen the opening through your outer left hip. Again, you might find that squaring action as if you're going to rotate both your hip bones to point directly to the sky. As we bring our figure four back to center, unwind your legs, knees to chest. Maybe curl your nose up to your knees for a moment. Take a big breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to pause in Supta Baddha Konasana before we go to Shavasana. So feet will land to the earth. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide. Hands can land anywhere that feels grounding and supportive to you. Then close your eyes and find 3 cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. When you're ready, another deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale to release. Last time here, big breath in. And open mouth, exhale out. You can choose to stay in your butterfly shape for as long as you would like. Otherwise, just send your legs long, finding your way into your Shavasana for the last few minutes of your practice. Allowing your eyes to close, and your body to become nice and heavy. Feel that sensation of sinking into support as you completely release and relax and trust the earth to hold you. Allowing these last few minutes of your practice to be devoted to mindful awareness and observation of your body, your breath, of what's moving through heart and mind. Begin to deepen your breath, feeling the fullness of each inhale, that sense of release with every exhale. And as you feel back into the rise and fall of your breath, that ebb and flow of air moving in and out of your body to sustain you. And go ahead and bring maybe one or both hands to your heart to close your practice from the support of the earth.
And we just take this final moment to pause in the deepest gratitude of the yoga practice itself. This practice that helps to connect us, inspire us, and provide us tools for navigating our human experience. We pause in gratitude for our bodies and our breath, our physical health and well-being, and all that we're capable of, and the health and well-being of those around us. And then in gratitude of this time that we shared, the energy that we cultivated together, we'll take one more big breath in through the nose, feel your lungs expand nice and wide. And one more open mouth exhale, just let that breath go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion, and may our practices serve as our teachers, always leading us to live with greater authenticity, to love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here today, and namaste.